Team building. One of the most important topics, not just for small and middle-sized business owners, but also for startup entrepreneurs. Now, we're no more living in the past where it was this kind of hierarchical structure where somebody is developing from a junior to a senior and then so on. I mean, they do exist nowadays, but it's far more less than it was in the past. And times have also changed. We are more in a digital era right now. And in the past, it was thinking more long-term and working for a company maybe for the next 10 years, 12 years, and so on. But nowadays, it's more project-orientated. So how do you, as an entrepreneur or business owner, focus now on a good team-building strategy so that you can effectively build great teams and make sure that you are developing your business in the right direction? Those are kind of points that I want to address in this video, and I'll try to answer them, give more clarity. So stay tuned. So if you're running a business, okay, you're an entrepreneur, then you can imagine like this kind of layer model. Yeah, there is the inner layer, the outer layer, and the bigger layer. So in the center, you can imagine yourself, you are the entrepreneur, you are the business owner, you are in the middle. Because you are the one with the vision. You're the one that is driving the whole business. So basically you are in the center. So then we have the inner group. The inner circle, those are mentors or advisory boards. Those are peers. Those are, for example, you're working with incubators together or startup accelerators, and you have kind of like consultants or trainers or coaches over there. Well, those are all in your inner circle to support you with advice, to take good strategic decisions. So that's the inner circle. Then you have more the executive board. And the executive board is responsible for each department in your business. For example, you have a COO focusing on operations, a CFO focusing on finances. So you have all these kind of managers on the executive board responsible for one specific department. Now, this can be like 3, 4, 5, or maybe even 10 kind of executives on your board. And those are very important. Those are the people you want to work with long term. They have equity share and all that stuff. So that's your executive board. Then once we go more in the next layer, we have then your team. And the team is your staff, the people that you want to bond very closely to your business. In the past, yes, you would be focusing a lot on your team, building those employees, having more of those employees, and having these people that are very close to you and developing them from junior, senior, and so on. But nowadays, it is more the focus on the outer layer, because now we're more focusing on projects. So things can change, and you don't want to always change the team depending on the market situation. Your team should fulfill core functions of your business that are always, well, very likely gonna be there in the next 10 years and so on. So it's functional. It is very important. You will need that to operate the business. And then the outer layer, those are freelancers. Those are agencies. So that's the more outer layer. And the outer layer is more flexible. Like you have a specific project in your business, you hire a freelancer, takes care of that, and later on, okay, good, project is solved. Now we have a new project over here, and maybe you work with the same one or with a different one. So it's much more flexible over here. Freeletics, for example, has built up their startup, their business, based on freelancers. So they were hiring a lot of freelancers that were supporting Freeletics. So over here, you can see that right now we're more focusing on freelancers and agencies and all that stuff. And then you know what? You can convert those agencies or freelancers that you worked with very well, and you always see consistent projects that you always do together. Well, maybe you can actually include them in your team or in your executive board. Now it's a more closer partnership. Those are kind of things that you have to consider. And there is as well these probation periods of 3 and 6 months or 12 months. And you can see with what people you really can work long term and with which ones is more like a project work closely together for a while, and then it evolves in different direction. I hope this video gives you more clarity on how you should actually treat your team building activities. You have to make sure that if you hire employees that maybe they go through some kind of probation process, like 3 to 6 months, and maybe as well to look at your freelancers and maybe your agencies and see with which ones you actually can imagine maybe to have them on your executive board or your peer group or even in your team and so on. So hope this video was helpful. If you have any kind of questions or kind of thoughts on this topic, then simply comment below. I read your comments, and if there is a good question in the comment section, I might make a video on that. If you like this video, hit the like button. This gives me motivation to do more of these kind of videos. Otherwise, I wish you a lot of success in your business growth and look forward to see you in the next video. Take care.